Hey everybody, Kat here. Welcome to the channel. It's Sunday morning. And today is kind of a part two or I guess really even an extension of yesterday, because we're going to flesh it out a little bit more. I didn't want to leave the impression in the video yesterday that I thought that Harry indeed was kind of the mastermind and he knew what he was doing, and the results of his change in status and the level of security and the information, the intel that goes with that is something he would be interested in. Not quite. Harry's what you want to call a useful idiot. Now see, because of his status as a royal, even as a displaced and disgraced royal, his name still carries weight. It still opens doors. Harry provides not only access and name recognition and a bit of that kind of elitish star power that only royals have, really, and even as low down the line as he is, it's still useful, and we see that with the people that have aligned themselves with him. And if you notice the things that he's involved with and is promoting, they're all sort of new world order agenda-y kind of World Economic Forum, control and constrict, and we're gonna, change the way that you live, basically, from Travelist. Supposedly, oh, look at us, we're such good people. Every time we take a private plane, we're going to plant a tree and offset our carbon. But as for you got to really think about how you travel, where you travel, when you travel, because just us lowly peons, we're to blame. This is one characteristic about all the elites, whether it's Bill Gates or Klaus Schwab or members of the royal family. Because of their position, they believe not only that they're better than us, but because of their esteemed position, they are almost obligated to provide earthly stewardship. They've got the money and the name and the clout behind their ideas. But when you get down to it, look at the ideas, Travelists. So what are they going to do? They you see it from cars, electric cars, the whole scam of all that. It is to get you off the roads. It is to get you stuck in one place. Ever heard of 15-minute cities? Look that up. That's an elitist plan. They want to limit your movements, limit your travel, limit your resources, and to save it all for them. That's what this whole scam of, Harry's Conservation Africa charity, in the name of conservation, they are running locals out of their villages and their forests, and that they have relied on for hundreds of years, to survive. They're uprooting whole communities right now. They're in the process of trying to relocate a bunch of elephants, and in the process, it is hurting a lot of the locals, but that doesn't matter to them because their bigger goal, their bigger ideal is more important than the people that they're displacing. And you know what? That's their attitude about you and me, too. It really is. And so you see Travelist, you see the Aspen Institute, which is a left-wing think tank that is very interested in limiting free speech. Of course, you know, Harry and Meghan have a good impetus there. Oh, the press is so mean to us and all the trolling online, and we've got to be able to, you know, be able to legislate something so people can't get hurt online. Interesting enough, every country in the Western world has some kind of a safety bill on the go, and it's not about keeping the children safe. It is about control of information. It is controlling about what you do and what you see online and information you have access to. Bottom line, it's the truth. So for them, they can pull Harry out and he gives a speech now and again. And I mean, you know, those of us that know, yeah, we know. But when the way they word these things and they promote, who wouldn't want to keep children safe? Of course. But, you know, so see, they use something like that to mask what they really want to do, what the end goal really is. Harry may not understand the end goal completely, but because of his experience as a royal, I think he's got a pretty good idea. I mean, just for example, his grandfather, Prince Philip, and his work with the World Wildlife Federation. He actually was one of the founding members. It, you know, much like the African charity Harry's heading up now, doesn't it sound we want to preserve the animals and the wildlife, and we want to preserve their habitat and not have it encroached by, you know, urbanization or whatever, you know, kind of. Sounds very good off the spot, but really, it is putting aside chunks of land and saving it specifically for the use of the elites, and that's that. You won't have access there. You won't. Have you ever seen the maps for the Agenda 2030? Now it's 2050. They've got whole areas that they don't want humans to go. They want to put us in highly dense cities and remove or severely limit our access to travel. I'm not saying next year, but in time. This is the master plan. If you don't believe me, do some research. Honest to God, this is something everybody needs to understand. And what everybody needs to understand, too, is the royal family is knee-deep in all of this as well. But getting back to Harry, useful idiot. Yeah, so Travelist. The Aspen Institute, better up, promoting mental health, self-improvement. First of all, Harry is the last guy you want to take mental health advice from. But anyway, we've seen through other videos and other research that Better Up is a scam. The people that work there are highly dissatisfied. It's not a well-run company, and they don't do much good. But the frightening thing is that there's links to the American defense. There's links to the American government between the two companies. So, not good. Not good at all. These are all... Notice everything Harry's involved in is rather nefarious and dangerous to us all. He's just playing his role as, as a royal. You're never going to get away from it. He operates on a different level than the rest of us. Absolutely, it's true. Now, the thing about useful idiots or patsies, after they serve their purpose, or if they go, if they kind of go off-piste and start acting in unexpected ways, that's when they become expendable. And this is a real danger for Harry, and I would say Meghan as well, at this time, considering the events going on, considering the state of the monarchy itself, considering the state of the American government, with elections looming. And I think we're going to see a change in government there. I think you're going to see Trump back in power. That's just my thoughts. I could be wrong, but if that happens, I think the useful idiot's time will be up. So it's going to be an interesting few months to watch and see what happens. That's just kind of my take on what's happening now, why we're seeing what we're seeing. So I hope you enjoyed this. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Love to know what you have to say. And we'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.